CBS reveals the title for its Kayce Dutton Yellowstone spinoff. Kayce's Yellowstone spinoff is moving forward at CBS, gaining a new title and a release window. The new chapter in the Yellowstone franchise was first announced in March, with Luke Grimes' Kayce Dutton as one of a few key Yellowstone characters getting a spinoff. Beth Dutton, Kelly Riley, and Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser are also headlining their spinoff, albeit for Paramount+, which will effectively continue the massively popular Western series created by Taylor Sheridan. CBS has unveiled its schedule for the 2025 to 2026 broadcast television season, with Deadline confirming that the Kayce-centric spin-off Marshals has been added to the network's mid-season lineup and has a spring 2026 release window. Grimes will reprise his role as Kayce Dutton, joining an elite unit of U.S. Marshals. It will air on Sundays at 9 p.m. It's worth noting that Marshals is the working title and is subject to change. The official synopsis for Marshals reveals that the spin-off picks up after Yellowstone Season 5, with Kayce's time at the titular Yellowstone Ranch behind him. Grimes' character puts his combination of U.S. Marshals and cowboy skills together when he joins an elite unit of U.S. Marshals. Kayce and his teammates will have to balance family, duty, and the cost that comes with their jobs. Although the project is still in its early stages, with casting and story details to come, it does sound like the series will put a strong focus on Kayce's professional life. The spinoff is produced by MTV Entertainment Studios and executive produced by Taylor Sheridan and David C. Glasser for 101 Studios, alongside John Linson, Art Linson, Spencer Hudnett, Luke Grimes, Ron Burkle, David Hutkin, and Bob Urey. Hudnett, who previously worked on the CBS and Paramount Plus drama SEAL team, will also serve as showrunner. So there will be continuity in terms of the subject matter. After the exit of Kevin Costner and the death of John Dutton, there was a question of how Sheridan would continue Yellowstone. It is one of the most popular titles in the Paramount portfolio, so it makes sense to spread that success between streaming and broadcast. This move with Kayce in particular honors his Yellowstone ending and parting with Beth, while nonetheless continuing his story. The question now becomes who will join Kayce in Marshals. CBS has finally lifted the curtain on one of the most anticipated projects of the year. The official title for its Yellowstone spinoff centered on fan favorite Kayce Dutton. The network confirmed today that the series will be called Dutton's Code, a bold, evocative title that promises to explore the moral frontier and inner compass of one of the franchise's most complex characters. For months, speculation swirled about what direction the spinoff might take. Would it be a prequel, tracking Kayce's years in the Navy SEALs? Would it follow him post-Yellowstone, as he grapples with the heavy responsibilities of legacy, land, and fatherhood? With the announcement of Dutton's Code, CBS seems to be hinting at something deeper. A personal journey of reckoning, redemption, and the rugged values that define not only the Duttons, but the modern American West. The code behind the cowboy. Kayce Dutton is the heartbeat of Yellowstone in so many ways, said CBS Studios executive Julie McNamara. He's a warrior, a father, a reluctant heir, and a man constantly torn between violence and virtue. Dutton's Code isn't just a title. It's a promise to viewers that we'll go deeper into what drives him, what breaks him, and what ultimately redeems him. Taylor Sheridan, the creator of the Yellowstone universe, remains at the helm of the spinoff as showrunner and executive producer. Sheridan, known for his gritty, character-first storytelling, reportedly handpicked the title after extensive conversations with actor Luke Grimes, who will reprise his role as Kayce. The show is going to wrestle with questions that don't have easy answers, Sheridan said in a press release. What do you do when every road forward requires you to break part of yourself? What are you willing to sacrifice to protect your family, your land, your soul? Dutton's code is Kayce trying to figure that out in real time. Post-Yellowstone, pre-legend. Dutton's code will pick up after the events of the flagship Yellowstone series, with Kayce having left the ranch to forge a new life on the periphery of Dutton power. But no one walks away from that legacy easily. In the first season, Kayce is said to be living off-grid in central Montana, struggling to build a life defined by peace rather than conflict. Of course, the past has a way of catching up. The pilot episode, tentatively titled Honor Among Ghosts, begins with Kayce encountering a violent land dispute involving a Native American community and an aggressive energy developer. The conflict echoes his early work as a livestock agent and liaison to the Broken Rock Reservation, a place that still feels like home and a wound at the same time. Also returning is Kelsey Asbell as Monica Dutton, whose own character arc will reportedly delve deeper into her Lakota heritage and the tension between tradition and survival. Their son, Tate, now a teenager, will also be a central figure in the narrative, representing the future Kayce is so desperate to protect, even when he doesn't know how. A new kind of Western. CBS announcement has fans buzzing not only about the title but the platform. While the Yellowstone universe originated on Paramount Network and Paramount Plus, Dutton's Code will debut on CBS in a primetime slot, giving it a more traditional television reach, while still maintaining the cinematic scope and grittiness that has made the franchise a cultural phenomenon. Insiders say Sheridan is treating Dutton's Code as more of a neo-noir Western than a straightforward continuation. Think True Detective meets Lonesome Dove, dust, despair, and duty wrapped in one man's inner turmoil. Kayce isn't just trying to be a good man, Luke Grimes said in a recent interview. He's trying to figure out what that even means anymore. In the world he lives in, good and strong aren't always the same thing. Sometimes they're opposites. Recurring themes and new faces. While familiar characters may appear throughout the first season, including possible cameos by Jamie and Beth Dutton, the show will focus primarily on Kayce's new environment. CBS has cast several new roles, including Sage Red Cloud, played by Tantu Cardinal, a tribal elder with a mysterious past and deep ties to Monica's family. Reed Carver, played by Walton Goggins, a former oil tycoon turned vigilant rancher with murky intentions. Lena Grace, played by Julia Goldani Tells, a crusading lawyer fighting for land sovereignty and catching Kayce's attention along the way. With these new dynamics, Dutton's Code promises to push the boundaries of what a Yellowstone spinoff can be: intimate, philosophical, and explosive when it needs to be. The legacy of a code. Ultimately, the title Dutton's Code suggests more than just a personal credo. It points to the painful calculus required to live by your own rules in a world that's always trying to change them. For Kayce, that means confronting his past, questioning his loyalties, and asking himself the hardest questions. Can you change the course of your life without betraying who you've been? Can a Dutton never really walk away? As CBS builds momentum for a fall 2025 premiere, fans can expect teasers, trailers, and behind-the-scenes glimpses over the coming months. But one thing is already clear. Kayce Dutton's story is far from over, and this next chapter may be his most powerful yet.